Hey YouTube, what's up? At least your perks here. I just thought I'd make a little video. I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Yōtei right now. I'm really enjoying it, and I kind of just wanted to, go over what my favorite class is right now, which is by far the Shinobi. This build, I do play a little bit of Samurai, but we'll get into that. These are the roles on the equips right now. I'm pretty good. You If you don't know, you can get your rolls to S by upgrading your gear to 110, or increasing its key level to 110, I should say, and then upgrading it, and it goes all the way up to S. And I just put all of it on. The second roll, I've put as much class ability cooldown reduction as I could, because I'm running this. So I'm pretty sure like this is like multiplicative to like the base. You see how it's here is additive on the equipments, and then here is by. So I'm pretty sure that's multiplicative. So stacking a lot of additive buffs, then putting the multiplicative buff on top of it, make sure like cooldowns, even though it's like say a minute cooldown, it's almost always up. Like any fight I get into, the cooldown is very forgiving. Here I have the massive chance to sub in a Shinobi decoy. This is very useful because the way that I play Shinobi, like when waves come in, I'm automatically trying to focus the squishiest target. That's how you should be playing Shinobi. You shouldn't really be. You should be saving the elites for last and be eliminating as many squishy targets as possible, unless it's a really annoying elite. Then that's when you want to focus on. But yeah, that's why I'm running this as opposed to. Don't really need the spirit, honestly. And hallucination, this could work, but I just like the Shinobi decoy better. In here, I know some people might run like the two additional enemies, but playing Platinum and Nightmare, this comes in clutch. Like especially like because usually in Nightmare it's a 2-2 split. Well, it should be a 2-2 split, not usually. It should be a 2-2 split in Nightmare, unless like variations happen. But yeah, this allows you to sneak off res after potentially like deleting annoying enemy Oni or whatever, like the big blue ones. And then yeah, with your class ability cooldown reduction, like by the time, like say you pop alt like the stage before, by the time you get to like the second wave, now first wave honestly if you're doing it right, when you have your alt, yeah, like if you're stalling correctly and holding point correctly, because with Shinobi you wanna it's not really like a DPS character. It's more like I was saying, like confirming kills. You want to confirm as many kills as possible. So if you're like properly, at least in Nightmare, stalling the point properly, when you're ulting, your class ability is probably close to, or if not already back up when you pop ult. And this allows you, on top of you being able to vanish, it's basically like you have two hits at ultimate, because you pop ult, you vanish, you either res or you critical strike or assassination, and then if the assassination or the critical strike is not enough, you could just pop whatchamacallit, pop your ability, and then whichever target it is gonna die. Like a ult plus the vanish, critical hit plus the class ability, like that straight up like kills a Oni, which means when I go back into my equipment, this, where is it at? Oh yeah, okay. So this charm right here, it's a very good charm. Best charm for well, the charm is literally made for assassin. But when you get an assassination while you have your class ability active, you vanish again. And it is stacks with when you get to level, what is it, level, it's level 20 something, 22, 20, something like that, because I think the two legendaries is what, 24, so it might be like 20 or 22 to get the chain vanish. This gives you like, yep, and then, so you see right there, he, assassination, vanish, assassination, vanish. With the charm on, you're allowed to get in one more assassination. So back to that little combo I was talking about with the alt, vanish, class ability, assassination. You're gonna have two more assassinations on top of that, which is really gonna clear up the field. And then after that, that's why I run the blind bombs. Oh yeah, and the caltrops. These caltrops, I love them so much because you see it says it builds up poison, vulnerable, weaken, and bleed. The biggest thing here, I feel like, probably is the weaken and the poison, and the bleed's probably nice, on the side. But the poison, because you're already gonna be applying poison with your class ability. But when you let them walk through the caltrops first, and this like when they walk through the caltrops, they're basically like automatically like stunned. Like if they fully walk through, see I have deep bags here, I just litter the point or any choke point, like that's off point, like any choke that the enemies are coming through, I litter them with caltrops, and by the time they walk through, if not one, two sets of caltrops, they're basically put in an execution animation. Like when they fall down on their knees because the poison build up so much or whatever, or their guard breaks. That's a easy way to get spirit. I was about to say resolve. Well, yeah, I guess they call it spirit in this game, not resolve. But it's an easy way to get spirit, doing the critical strikes when they're, like on their knee or whatever. And then this sets your class ability up to my fault, words. This sets your class ability up to, confirm assassination. You don't want to pop your class ability when like everybody's low HP unless you're using it as a survival technique. You want to pop your class ability when you see a target that you can assassinate, and then you want to proceed to the next target and then proceed to the next target and so on and so forth. Is there anything else to go over? The kunai? No. I feel like Spirit Kunai, I do have Spirit Kunai, but I feel like that's more like for Ronin, because I was using it on Assassin, and I'm running the ability cooldown, so I'm not running like any ghost damage buffing or anything like that. It's all about cooldowns. So you would think the Spirit Kunai will help, but it just doesn't do enough damage to like confirm kills. Like, yeah, it's just not worth it. I don't know. Maybe if I like get like invest in some more gear, like you see how all my gear is set up right now. Maybe if I tweak it to like around the Spirit Kunai, maybe. But I feel like it's just better on Ronin because I think he gets ghost weapon damage buffs like in his kit already. so it hits harder. I do have the legendary Kasaguragami. It is good, but it does give you advantage when you confirm and kills, which I do find myself like using a Kasaguragami a lot to like confirm kills. Like maybe I'll vanish and I'll see a one-shot target, but I don't really want to get off point and I want to bring them on point to the caltrops. I'll use the spirit move to drag them onto the point. Like obviously if it's not an Oni or something, but yeah, I'll drag them onto point, or I'll confirm the kill from them already being low with my little combo I was talking about earlier. But I don't you don't need it. It's kind of, I don't want to say unnecessary because it is good, but you don't need it, which is why I'm just running, the purple. Um, I do have swords. I guess that's kind of it for the Shinobi build. I'm gonna be putting some gameplay probably somewhere in this video, but I guess we could talk about the samurai. With the samurai, see, the way that I play samurai, I don't know, or the way that I play the game in general, I don't like the parrying in this game. If it feels weird sometimes. Like, am I the best at parrying? I wouldn't say so, not by a long shot, but I'm definitely not bad. But when you're playing that, like going down is like, you feel me? Like, I don't like going down. I don't think anybody likes going down, but like you really have to be like attention to detail when you're playing samurai, or I shouldn't even say attention to detail, but just high alert of all your surroundings, because most of the time, especially like on Nightmare, like you on one point, so all the enemies is going to be blitzing, you feel me? There's going to be somebody there with you, which is going to make it more forgiving, but most of the time you're on point with samurai. Like you shouldn't really be off point most of the time, although there is where is it at? Kasaguragami. So with the samurai, you can use every weapon. Like the samurai can use every weapon, including the Kasaguragami. The only thing is, it doesn't, like it says, it doesn't take up a gear slot, so you can't really like customize your Kasaguragami. It's just the base one. But the Kasaguragami with Raging Flame, like, is by far the best AoE weapon for the samurai. So it's kind of like crowd control basically, because when you set your Kasaguragami on fire and you do like the heavy attack, you can't do like the triple triangle heavy attack, like if you were to actually have the Kasaguragami like as a weapon. But you can spam it though. You can't do the combo, but it is spammable, and it's like when it's just you on point, or I shouldn't say just you, but when it's a lot of enemies on point or a lot of enemies in a choke point, it's free resolve using the Kasaguragami. Like the Kasaguragami gives insane resolve as long as, you feel me, enemies are grouped up, and when you set it on fire, it basically stuns them. Like when you do the triangle spam, it stuns them, like they can't attack if you're doing it right. And so that basically, you feel me, allows you time to reassess, and you feel me, while doing a lot of damage, you reassess and basically spread your enemies out a little bit more, because they're going to be stunned, and you can decide like where you want to go, or which enemy you want to attack from there. Also running the ability cooldown, because I mean, the samurai, it has lower ability cooldowns than, you feel me, I don't I was gonna say sometimes it don't feel like it, but maybe it's because my gear is not all the way there with the samurai. But it does have a lower like ability cooldown than the shinobi. So like stacking ability cooldowns, which means you should kind of like always have this up because it's already low, and then like even with my 60 second cooldown on my shinobi, I almost have mine's up. So you run this, your way of the flame in most engagements, not the whole engagement, but going into most engagements, it should be up when you're running this, as opposed to what, like earlier on I tried to stagger. You definitely feel the stagger damage increase when I go into my charm. This is doable, but I mean, like I said, you want to be in the cut a lot, and using the Kasaguragami is, like I was saying, free resolve. So um like having Way of the Flame on a Kasaguragami, like when you're in need of spirit, is like what you always, you feel me? That's like in your dire moments, what you, or close to your dire moments, or low on spirit moments, is when you want to have that up. So like having that up, as opposed to, I didn't go back and try melee damage. I was thinking about it, but I think I'm kind of waiting, like maybe if they add like Masamune's Edge from Ghost of Tsushima, like a weapon like that, because I think it's like only one, like outside of ghost tools and whatever, I think it's only one legendary for like the 4 or 5 main weapons. So until something like Masamune's Edge or something, I don't think I'm really gonna mess with this. I mean, I don't even play Samurai already. Like, I'm kind of just reverted or converted to Shinobi. But it's definitely something to think about, like, when some more legendaries come out. Now, staggered damage while parrying enemies attack. This is really good. Reason I have this on instead of, maybe like the +2 spirit or whatever, is because of the samurai charm, samurai braces. And here it says deal a major amount of stagger damage to enemies when parrying their attack, and it, like it says, it stacks. So when you're like, you feel me, like if you're actually like good with parries, this is very good, because like it said, it stacks. When you parry an attack, you see how fast his meter filled up, and that's like without it even stacking with the charm and any other like stagger meter, any stagger meter like increases or multiply like percentages on gear. And then I think this is just by far the best. Like, the samurai is a DPS, so like just like the last game, this is kind of like just the best option for pure DPS purposes. Heal for every hit of Hachiman's Fury. Like, I don't know, maybe this would save me if I ran this. Like, maybe I wouldn't be going down as much if I ran this, because I don't have any healing besides like using spirit. Like, there's no healing on this character because I'm not running spirit pool or anything like that. So maybe this would save me. I've been thinking about it, but I'm just thinking about the DPS loss. Like, you're not gonna one shot Oni. I mean, maybe if you converted your build to like do maximum ult damage, maybe you could, but you're like 3 hits of Hachiman Fury is not one-shotting like any of the blue elites or Oni. So it's just like, why not run this? And then this is just, yeah, completely disregard that. But yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I don't know how long this video is already. Maybe the gameplay will be a whole nother video. but I'm gonna definitely show off my Shinobi gameplay, because this build, like on Nightmare, it absolutely dominates. Like I can, for the most part, I can solo hold a point until like stage, like late stage 3, like, or like wave like wave 3 of stage 3. Like then that's when, you feel me, niggas start getting a little too beefy, and you need, like I said, in Nightmare it should be a 2-2 split, so it's gonna be somebody, like you're gonna have a teammate with you doing damage. Your job as a Shinobi is to confirm the kills and then chain off of that. So you shouldn't really, in most cases, be soloing a point, but you can definitely stall points. Like this build is amazing for stalling a point. Like say you got 3 teammates, like somebody on like the other point goes down, like the 2 split, like somebody over there goes down and your teammate goes to help them. You can hold it down as long as you're managing your cooldowns correctly. You can hold it down on Nightmare. If not, just clear it yourself. But like I said, that gets a lot harder when you get into stage, like late stage 3, and then like stage 4. It gets hard to, you feel me? Because you shouldn't be doing it most of the time. But this build, like I said, it absolutely dominates, and I love it. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be all for this little Ghost of Yōtei review. Definitely should be more videos coming soon. Uh, Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. I'm out.